Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. As you may know, quadratic equation is usually an equation that will give two solutions for the value of x. And we can solve quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. There are also other ways in which you can solve quadratic equation, and they are the factorization method, or you can use completing the square method, or you can use the graphical method. But today our focus will be on the quadratic formula. So if you have 4x squared plus 15x minus 54, quadratic equation will always be equal to 0. So the two answers that I have for x, if I substitute them into the place where I have x, then I supposed to have 0. Okay? So if I use the quadratic equation, which is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then I can compare these two equations. I have x squared here, I have x squared here, I have x, I have x, I have a constant value here, and this c represents constant. So we can compare, then we will be able to say a is equal to 4, b is equal to 15, c is equal to negative 54. Mind you, you should always note the negatives, okay, and do not ignore them, okay? So if there is no number in front of the letters, so if there is no coefficient, we accept it to be 1, okay? But here in front of x squared is 4, so we'll say a is equals to 4, b is equal to 15, and c is equal to negative 54. I remind you again, do not ignore the negatives, okay? If they are present, use them. So after determining a, b, and c, we can be able to find x using the quadratic formula, okay? And x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So if we substitute the values, this will be minus what is b is 15 plus or minus the square root of what is b is 15 squared minus 4 times what is a is 4, what is c, negative 54, all over 2 into what is a is 4. So x is equal to minus 15 plus or minus the square root of what is 15 squared that is 225 minus into 4 times 4 times negative 54 is what? 4 times 4 times negative 54, that is negative 864, okay? Divide by 2 times 4 will give you 8. So x is equal to minus 15 plus or minus the square root, because we have two negatives, that will be 225, negative will be positive. So that will be positive 864 divided by 8. So x is equal to negative 15 plus or minus what is 225 plus 864, that will be 1089. Divide this by 8. So x is equal to negative 15 plus or minus, what is the square root of 1089? That is 33. So divide it by 8. Then at this stage, what you have to do is to differentiate, because you have positive and negative, so you can separate them. Okay, you can use the first case as positive, then the second case as negative, in order to be able to get two answers. So we can say x equals to negative 15 if I'm considering plus, so that will be plus 33 divided by 8, or x is equal to negative 15 if I'm considering the negative, it will be negative 33 divided by 8. So what is that? X equals to, what is negative 15 plus 33? That is 18. So it will be 18 divided by 8. X is equal to, what is negative 15? Negative 33. That will be negative 48. So if you divide it by 8, we can continue and get answers for that. So here, 18 divided by 8, that will be 9 over 4, or to express it further, it will be 2 whole number 1 over 4. Okay, so what is x for negative 48 divided by 8? That will be negative 6. So which means the quadratic equation, the two solutions are x equals to 2 whole number 1 over 4 and x equals to negative 6. So into the equation, if you should substitute the value of x either as 9 over 4, the simpler form, or negative 6, you should be able to have 0. Okay, thank you.